Hi everyone and welcome to $1 Million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past, and that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. So in this new format I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. And so for each app, we're going to see what is the app about, the revenues of the last 3 months, how many downloads it gets, how complicated it is to make such an app, and also how much money you could actually earn if you will sell an app with the same value. So the app that I analyzed today is a TV remote. This app is very particular because it has been released in September 2023, so less than 1 year ago, roughly 8 months ago, and basically it made a lot of money. What is a TV remote? If you didn't know, it's an app that allows you to remote basically anything which is a TV or your Apple TV or any, let's say, remote controllable device around your Wi-Fi. And so let's discover how much money this app made in the last 3 months. $236,000. I'm very much surprised by the amount of money that this kind of app made in such a short time, considering that it is less than 1 year on the market. Plus, another thing that we don't have to forget is that all the TVs that we are buying nowadays, or even older TVs, they usually are smart TVs, which actually means they do have an application made by the owner or by the company that made the TV. For example, Samsung is having the smart home TV, smart things, or whatever is the name. LG, I guess, is having the same. So I don't know why you would like to subscribe and pay for a third-party apps. Who never knows? So how many downloads it gets? 415,000. And one of the questions that you are probably asking yourself is how complicated it is to make such an app? I actually have no clue for the first time. So let's continue and let's see why later on. How much money this app could actually worth? As usual, we have to consider several factors, including the revenue trends, the profit margin, the user growth rates, the market potential, and even the app sustainability itself. And usually we use for our evaluation a range which goes between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues in order to get a revenue multiplier. So if this app made $236,000 in the last 3 months, we multiply by 4, we should obtain roughly the yearly revenues of this app if it's staying stable, which is roughly $944,000, so almost 10 million a year. And so if we multiply with the very basic multiplier of 3 years, we basically obtain $2.8 million of exit in case the developers will sell this app or they would like to. And so how can we make such an app? As I said, I have no idea. I was actually researching a little bit and trying to understand how the app works and stuff like that, and I found out that most of this application works like spoofing devices connected in your, let's say, Wi-Fi. So the app works via Wi-Fi, no infrared because iPhone doesn't have infrared, no Bluetooth, even though some applications use Bluetooth, but still. This app in specific use Wi-Fi, spoofing devices around your Wi-Fi, which are smart TVs or whatever else, and connecting to them and starting sending some messages. So honestly, I have no idea on how does it works, but still, it's an interesting niche considering that there are native apps provided by the TV companies, which basically does the same. So I have no clue why it makes such a big amount of money. And so, how about the monetization model? Yes, they do use subscriptions and they have actually yearly, weekly, and even no monthly. So that's very funny because let's see how does it looks the paywall. This is the paywall that appears immediately after the onboarding and which is also being used when you actually call it, in the meaning that there is no difference in between onboarding paywall and in-app paywall. They are exactly the same. You have a free trial for the weekly, so you can have 3 days of free trial and it looks like this, which doesn't really look that nice, but still, even like the alignment, a bit weird. But if you were wondering if they do use A/B testing, yes, they do on the weekly subscription. So I found out that they had 2 weekly subscriptions created in App Store Connect with different pricing. So maybe they do A/B testing between the weekly subscriptions. As usual, if I build such an app, how can I get my first 1,000 of downloads? Well, you can cooperate with an Instagram influencer, TikTok, whatever. You can even cold mailing some blogs, improve your SEO keywords, do some Apple search ads campaign if you have some budgets. The app that I analyzed today is called Remote TV, Universal TV Remote. Just go try to have a look at it in order to understand how the app looks like and how does it works. As usual, that's a wrap for our app idea. I hope that these concepts spark inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. Little disclaimer, all the data that you saw in this video related to revenue trends, downloads are coming from public data tools and should be considered only as estimates because they may not be accurate, even though it's already several years which I'm analyzing those data and applications and they are becoming more and more accurate. So, as always, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, and also subscribe to the Discord community. See you in the next video.